Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we have got a Dougherty Does an update today. As always, we usually have quite a few of these. So if you are a regular viewer, watcher, whatever, Dougherty Dozen commentary, don't worry, we always got something sorted over here for you. So what's going on this week? So I've talked about this so many times now, but I just want to reiterate it, that her pledge to basically match donations for whatever charity that they're doing every single month. Well, what's the date today? It's literally the 3rd. Okay, so in the UK right now, it is the 3rd. If you go onto their website, donation, it says literally the donation time has now ended. So me thinking like, okay, are we going to get some sort of an announcement? Like, is Alicia going to grace us with yet another charity that she's not then going to promote? No. There's been absolutely no talk of it. There was no talk of the last fundraiser she did for the Institute, the Gandhi Institute. Nothing of that. No, literally, I've heard nothing more about this whole thing. Nothing more whatsoever. And the thing is it wouldn't matter so much if now we hadn't have found out all of this other sneaky, suspicious stuff about the sandwiches. I'll leave the video linked up here, where they have no recollection of her coming in and donating these sandwiches. Not only that, but apparently, right, I haven't actually gone onto the I can't work out if it's like the Insta or the Facebook page of the House of Mercy, the company that she said that the organisation that she said she went into and donated all these bloody sandwiches. Apparently, they always show who has donated, so they always do a thank you for donating if it's like a largish donation. And apparently there is no mention of Alicia on there. After I've filmed this, I'm actually going to go and have a little look. Sorry, I literally haven't looked at all because I've been a little bit busy. But yeah, I'll go have a little look for you. But loads and loads of people have been saying that, and that's a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, I did actually have a little look, and on their Instagram, if you click on some of the different icons, it says, you know, thank you, and it thanks people, you know, for volunteering and donating and all of that. Like, no matter how big or little, it will say thank you. So that's a little bit suspicious because, I mean, we know that Alicia would love this kind of notoriety. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would make more sense. It would look good for her as a business if she's seen being on the front page of one of these kind of things. So it would make no sense as to why she'd want to remain anonymous. And what she donated was quite big. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was donating things. She also said that she donated money as well, which she most likely did. I mean, it went through the payment screen of what I remember on the thing, but it's a bit weird. Like, why wouldn't she have a picture?
Because they're so cute. I should look up how much I spent, because I really don't think I spent very much. Is there an affordable little fruit trap to get?
So Alicia has now taken to doing a Valentine's Day haul, and the thing that I found most suspicious about this, right, most sneaky suspicious about this, was that obviously it's a couple weeks out of Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day is on the 14th, so we're a little bit out from there. It hasn't quite hit us yet.
Make Valentine's baskets with me for my 12 kids. Cute heart baskets at the dollar spot.
I'm gonna put tissue paper, animal crackers, fruit snacks, applesauce pouch, Rice Krispie treats, Skittles, Hershey Kisses, an adorable little dog Stuffy wearing a hoodie, Pirate's Pootie, and a glow necklace.
And she's already started doing like Valentine's Day baskets. Now, there's a lot of people that do like Valentine's Day decor, Valentine's Day whatever, like ideas and all of that. Typically when people do like the baskets and things, they do them a little bit closer to time, because obviously where the hell are you going to put it? Or people with really little kids or whoever, whatever, they can then take and hide said baskets. Now, the interesting thing about this, right, is that Alicia has obviously done this quite early, like really early. And she did the Valentine's Day baskets. There's obviously like 12 kids, so she's laid them all out. None of them are individualized, so it did kind of look like she just went and just grabbed anything. If you want to do things in like unindividualized, individualized, do whatever you want. I'm just saying there is a huge difference between a 4-year-old and a 17-year-old. Huge difference. Like, I don't feel like I don't even need to explain this. There's a huge difference. I think the same kind of things is a little bit like, at least somewhere some of them are going to be a bit like, well, how come I've got this? Like, I don't really understand why I've got this. But a few of those kids you know, age range wise, are not going to find any use for whatever's in these baskets. But it just feels like just wasting tap, but whatever, that's just my own opinion. Because they're not individualized, because she's got them out so early, it kind of felt like she was just buying it for content and then just sort of like and then obviously showcasing it all just to be one of the very first people. You get some cleaning channels that will literally come out with like Christmas clean and decorates with me, and it's like the 1st of November, and you're like, wait, what? Hold on a minute. Do you know what I mean? It kind of feels a bit similar to that. Also, just to top that off, their youngest was actually in the room with her as she was doing these baskets. So cute.
So cute.
Which to me, surely you'd want that to be a surprise. What I'm trying to say is that she was only doing this for content. Otherwise, you'd put more effort into making sure they're individualized, making like actually spending time running around and actually working out what each child wanted, and you do it closer to time so that the kids wouldn't be able to see it. Do you know what I mean? It's different doing like Valentine's Day basket gift ideas to then actually doing it. It felt like she only did this for content. A lot of people do agree, and I'll read them out to you right now, because a lot of people, even some of her fans, are just a bit like, it's just a little bit strange because you have your child doing it there. No one's got individualized things, so you quite literally did this in a hurry to get it out in time for Valentine's Day.
One commenter said, aren't you concerned that posting this before Valentine's Day takes any and all surprise out of the day for the kid? Also, kids could be heard in the background, no real surprise for them. Now, really interestingly enough, this came from like an actual supporter. I'm not quite sure if the last one was, but either way, I'll read this one out to you. Okay, first of all, these are really cute, and I love that you do this for all of the kids. I did the same for mine, even when they were older, but really, why not just be honest that at least 2 of your kids are there watching you do this? We can hear them and we can see your face trying to tell them to stay away and or laughing at them. I really like watching your channel, and for the most part I support what you are trying to do for these kids, but sometimes I just wish you would be more transparent of what's really going on in situations. Now this is mega interesting because she's basically just trying to tell Alicia to be more transparent, be more open, be more honest, but that was sort of what her channel was supposed to be at the very beginning. She was supposed to be this relatable sort of mum just going about taking care of all these different kids, and that's what a lot of people found really interesting. It was also like the doubling up of everything, like the hauls are bigger and the making food in the morning was bigger, like everything was more extreme, because of course it's kind of rare that you'd find someone with that amount of kids. I know it started off as 10 and now 12, but you see what I mean, like it's out of the ordinary. As a mother, I know that life is not perfect and we all just try to do the best we can, but I would respect you more and want to continue watching if you would truly be real about not only what is happening with you, but also what people are saying about you. I can defend almost anything as long as I know that it's coming from a true, loving and non-harmful place. And this is the absolute kicker. So many people, including myself, including Brit, including DCP, including, I mean, everyone else, there's so many different commentary channels now. You know, people are talking about it, and not only commentary channels, but you then have her used to be fans, her fans now asking her, and because she says that she doesn't address the hate, that she ignores it and keeps it pushing, it's so unbelievably difficult to even gauge what's real and what's not anymore. There's so many rumours, conspiracies and facts hidden in among there. Don't get me wrong, like we do know things for sure, but because she won't even address them, even to say no, that's not right, yes that is, or just give proof or reference to something. And most of the things that I've said about her, I've said when I'm speculating things, and I'm just, you know, I'm commenting on the content that I see. If I see some evidence of something, such as the screenshots and all of this and things that she's done, I'll then talk about it. If it's anything that I'm slightly skeptical about, I will always say this. However, she won't address any of it. In fact, she made that video where she just turned around and said, no, it's not. She was like, no, I just ignore the hate, keep it pushing. But I think ultimately that is what is going to wreck her channel. And it was just really interesting to read a fan say this.
And not only that, but I remember her doing it with the stockings, with the Easter baskets and other things. Like, she doesn't individualize them, she just goes and gets them all, and she always does it before. And when the kids are about, it's like where are you hiding all of this? Because it's not as if it's like 1 or 2 and you're just wrapping it up and you're gonna stuff it in the back of the closet or whatever. This is like 12 and they're all, the things are exploding out the top of it, and it's like, where are you hiding these things? You are not hiding these things. Do you know what I mean? Like, do they even use them? I just don't know. I think for every single thing they do, obviously it's shock value. It's no longer you know, the mum, the relatable mum is going out and she's got these different ideas. It's purely just for the shock value, and so many people have said this for such a long. Around the world, oh my gosh, around the world, Mondays, Wednesdays, whatever. Everyone knows I've got to be in my bonnet about those things. Everyone knows. Anyway, so she did soul food night again. She did actually do a soul food night. However, it mysteriously disappeared. No one knows what happened to the soul food night recording. It went. Anyway, so they then decided to do this. Now, bearing in mind, this is not going to be like my forte. So I was just reading what other people had to say about it. But the only thing is the chicken. The gosh darn chicken, the chicken. Everyone was praising it, being like, this chicken looks so good. But then if you then go into her Wegmans shop, she's filmed buying all of these like fried chicken wings, breasts, whatever they were. She was caught buying them.
I'm gonna see if they have pre-made fried chicken. Yes, they do. I'm just getting this for around the world night. Simplify life.
Do you know how easy it is to make fried chicken? Do you know what I mean? Like, I do appreciate that it's nice she's doing these things. It's nice that she's, like, I'm not just hating to hate. Like, it's lovely that she does these things and she's giving the kids new whatevers. Although I have heard her multiple times saying that some of her kids have real difficulties with like introducing new foods, and they have to eat like the ketchup sandwich and stuff. Like, they have to eat like similar things. So a lot of these things that she cooks, a lot of it won't get eaten anyway, because half her kids don't like when you change the meals. Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense. She was there when she bought the chicken and everyone's going off about, oh my god, this chicken's amazing. It's like, she didn't cook the chicken. Chicken gate, she did not cook that chicken. That chicken was bought. And I'm just like, it's just so easy. You could literally, but I can't believe they don't own a fryer, to be honest. But you can do it, like, you can shallow fry things like that. You'd be able to get the same effect. Find an extremely deep, like, saucepan, like frying pan. You can get those really, really deep ones. You can replicate it won't be the same, but you can replicate it. I mean, I've still got to be in my bonnet about the Around the World England night and Around the World. What was it? Oh, she's done so many. Every single one, there is something wrong with it. Every single one. She tried claiming that fish and chips was Dutch, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what she did one of the other times. And I was just like, why? And then she thought Yorkshire pudding was a dessert. And it's just like, you know, I appreciate the fact that she tries, but I just wish that people would like not give her ass pats for the things that she shop buys. It's like, if she made that fried chicken, it could be amazing. But whatever.
Okay, cart 5 and great news. Sometimes I can catch a manager who will like start cashing me out while I grab my last cart of food, and then it's like, I'm out of here.
It's alright. I managed to catch this little bit in her Wegmans haul where she was saying that she'd basically not finished her shopping yet, but they already like start scanning her out before they even leave. God, they must make an absolute racket off of her. They must make so much money off of her to want to be scanning her shopping before she's even finished. She's like a regular. She's like I don't know if it's like around the world thing, but with in England especially, like, you call, you know, like pub goers who go into the same pub, it's the regulars. Alicia is one of the regulars of Wegmans, and it blows my mind. It blows my mind. She literally already has people scanning her shopping out, and she's not even finished. And she's not even finished the shop. Oh god, it's a lot. But I just thought I'd like bring that to everyone's attention, refresh people's brain. I had to go grab my coffee for a minute. Just refresh the fact that she still hasn't kept her promise with this whole thing, with this whole, you know, fundraiser. She still hasn't kept this promise with this whole fundraiser thing, and I think people need to really bring her up on it, because that was one of the major, like, major things that they were going to do. And then if it turns out that she didn't even donate to this place in the very first place, it just makes it doubly suspicious. And I just think that every single thing she does is very calculated. Everyone's been saying this for the longest time, but everything she does is extremely calculated, and it's all for content. Like there's Halloween, like there's like, oh my god, I keep on saying Halloween and it's not. The Valentine's Day stuff, completely staged, completely for content. Why else would you be doing it in front of your 4-year-old? She just needed it up as soon as possible. And I think that's literally the same for so many content creators, to be honest, so many of them, but just some of them don't get as much scrutiny. But I think a lot of content creators are guilty of that and have done that in the past, just putting it out there just because it's relevant at the time and whatever, but not really putting a lot of attention into what they're actually doing. That's all I wanted to say, really. Anyway, have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.